Hey everybody, we are on the Willow in the Manta Ray pack. Die to a triple spitting lizard, triple fire spitting lizard. It's NES. Zoop on the Genesis. Points. Pooh and Tigger Honey Safari. Night Forest level 4. Yeah. I think our players are ready. Getting that Willow music primed. They do the title theme of the movie, and they do a combat theme of the same thing. It's pretty neat. The effect is pretty good. I don't think I actually knew the plot to this degree of the movie. I don't know if this is the plot of the movie, actually, while we're on that topic. I'll play this Kunio song in honor of the co-op I'm planning of that Kunio Girls game that came out. I recognize those characters. Catsworth wanted to play with me, but I'm sure Ty and Maddie will also. The movie is definitely about a baby who is special in some way, and there's an angry queen trying to kill it. That's the plot, as far as I remember it. I don't know about these angels coming down and the bad guy being one of them. That doesn't sound right. I don't remember that, but that's what they're saying here. Let's see the players are ready or not. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I told them where to get the sword. That's all the information they have for the Willow. It's a very confusing game. There's a lot of running amok. There's a lot of running around looking into doors and there's nobody here. Loracia chose to talk to his family. Yeah. Willow's family. I'll play the music for this game here. What we got? It's not in order. Let's play the village theme since that's where we are. It's kind of a smelly song, but there is good music in this game. The plot of the Willow, as far as I remember it, is absolutely an evil queen is after some magical baby, and somehow the baby landed in this village of little folks, and this hobbit equivalent character here who is a really dumb wizard. He's trying to learn, but he's not good at it. So he's trying to take the baby somewhere safe or something. Ultimately, they confront the queen. There's a lot of green screen effects and stuff, but that's the plot for the most part. Anything else is aiding or injuring the quest to save that baby. The players are looking for a triple fire spitting lizard man. I know where it's at. They can't really miss it because it's on the main quest. I mean, the baby doesn't do a whole lot. It's literally a baby. It's just there as a plot device, ultimately. Chaos Defrost does not have the sword. He's got it, he just didn't equip it. Okay, they're ready for battle. The thing about this challenge is they don't really need to fight anything either. It's not necessarily helpful to do that, even. It's if they can get to the next village, they get a checkpoint, and a continue will set them there. So this is pretty generous in that regard. It turns out that Willow is awful with swords. I guess we can play the battle theme now, alright? Really wants to kill that slime. The slime has killed him instead. How ironic. Well, I think you mostly save progress. Yeah, the acorns are optional. The sword might even be optional for this quest. It's definitely an adventure game kind of thing. You don't need to do a lot of stuff. The acorns are magic. You throw it and just like in the movie, it stuns things. Usually, if it works, it turns them to stone. In the movie, it's a very last resort kind of thing. He only has a couple, and they are very powerful. He doesn't use them much at all. Loracia had made it to Town 2, I think. Yeah, Town 2. I think the level does make a big difference in terms of survivability. I think I had 40 HP at level 2. These players are level 1 still. They haven't killed enough with 100 XP. Is not enough. Loracia's going in on the dodging all enemies strategy. The players might need to talk to the villagers to find the way. That's a thing. That's what I expect them to do. I calculated all that into the time. This should take about 10 minutes. But that's assuming they have no idea where to go. And they have to ask everybody in town where a triple fire-breathing lizard man is. A lot of the townsfolk don't really help very much, like this village chief. If they head the wrong way, it's because they didn't listen to the villagers, though. That's ultimately the thing here. But as far as I know, there might be more lizardmen elsewhere. I don't know. I just know where two are, and they're assuredly on the way to progress. I love this. And unequip your sword for no reason. I think Chaos Defrost is almost there. They're both lost in the woods. The skeleton. You can talk to the skeleton. He'll tell you what the quest is, and it's a quest that the players will not have to finish. They have to find some golden artifact. We don't care about that. But that actually is what you're supposed to do. So Chaos is in the right field. And so is Loracia. Zoop will be interesting, because I gave them a pretty respectable score to beat. We'll see how they do. It won't be free. It's not too hard, though. Either one of these players could stumble. There it is. Loracia's done it. I didn't want them to have to fight that ridiculous enemy. I feel like you're supposed to grind to fight that thing. I have to credit Loracia 14 seconds. They continue to play here. They didn't know that it's the thing. That was it. That was the triple fire spitting lizard. It just didn't fire any spit. It just didn't do it. It just didn't get a chance. Let's play some Zoop soundtrack. I owe Loracia about 20 seconds. The goal of Zoop is to change your color and then slam into the same color. If I'm not mistaken, you get more points for getting an entire row, so that's what your focus should probably be on, is trying to get as many points as you can quickly here. Redball, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it a lot. Both players are done with Willow. Not too bad of a challenge for... What I could have done with Willow could have been real nasty. I could have had them do anything, right? They didn't actually complete a single quest. They picked up their sword, they left town, they found out what their real quest is, and then they didn't do that. That's what they accomplished in Willow. I feel like there's a lot of grinding in it to make it work, and that's just not going to work for this. If a piece gets to the center, it's over. Loracia grabbing 5 grand there. An entire row cleared, but it was very risky. They almost died, and they're still in a bad place here. They really gotta hurry. Field control is very important. I don't know if Loracia realizes they're on death's door. You really don't want to let things sit there for long, because they will kill you. It's over as soon as that thing crosses over. They have 2 now, touching the wall. It's over. Loracia with 17,000 isn't too bad. 5,000's a ton of points. If they get a couple scores like that, they'll get it no problem. I didn't realize it was that many. For a full row. But that's risky as hell. That's a big play. It's not hard to stack these. You can definitely do it. You can definitely force it to be a row of what you want. Yeah, getting singles, it's hardly worth anything. It's not worth doing. Absolutely want to get big rows. We're talking 100 points versus 5,000. Huge difference. It's incremental as hell. Man, Zoop's going off the rails with this soundtrack. What the? Stop it. Alright. It's literally just slamming colors. When you slam into a color, you either kill it because you're that color too, or you take it and replace it with yours. And your goal is to keep things from getting to the center and also get as many in one shot as you can because that multiplies the points. It's just an arcadey points game. Chaos with 20,000. The players might not pull this off if they don't learn how to play Zoop quickly. This isn't an easy challenge. Like I was saying earlier, it's a pretty real amount of points. They're gonna have to learn how to play the game to get this. That's all. They're not gonna have to master it, but they are gonna have to do better than they're doing. Loracia is having a hard time staying alive. Chaos is on his last legs. Gotta move it. They have these suns. That clears a whole row. Just, that's what it does. Wasted that one. He probably doesn't know what it does. Right now he's operating under the strategy of just destroy everything. Keep you alive. Won't get you any points though. You know what? I think Chaos has actually made it further than I did when I got that score and said that that's the score to beat. But I did a bunch of combo moves, a bunch of risky moves, and I had way more points than this. So that's the difference. It does get pretty fast. Survival strats are definitely not as quick. He's close though. Less than 10,000 to go. Chaos forgot to reset their clock after they beat the last game. I'll have to see what they were at in case they do timeout here, but I feel like they've only been on Zoop for a couple minutes. Almost got it. Safety is winning. This is gonna do it. Just needs a green. Yeah, that's a ton of points. That's it. 40,000. 43,000. Starting Pooh and Tigger's Honey Safari. Oh boy. Loracia is still struggling to stay alive. They're getting killed by Zoop. I didn't expect that. Zoop is supposed to be the relaxing game between two weird ones. This Pooh game, you play as Tigger. It's not so bad. It's got a super jump. This one's not a long game. They do have to find a lot of objects, though. They have to find 5 honey this time, 11 next time, and then 9, I think. Like, it's very similar to the Jungle Book game that I had them playing. Or was that was Tarzan? Disney loved to produce these weird collectathon platformers on the Game Boy. This one's better than that one, though. It's alright. Except except for how annoying it is to collect a bunch of junk. It's pretty obnoxious. I thought Loracia had the hang of this game when they got that big score the first time, but it looks like they're struggling to maintain a clear field here. There's a tactic for this game that you pick up where you attack twice to destroy one and then put it back of the color that you took. And that's not being used here by Loracia, and I feel like that's a killer mistake. That's something they're gonna have to do. They gotta use the blues now. 5 grand, and man, that's a lot. They're not out yet. I think the color shift to the field just means the thing's speeding up. Which it does do, I felt like. Got a little wild, pretty quick on me. Oh no, wasted the sun power. Gonna have to move faster. Gonna have to do something, Loracia. Got another 5 grand. It's not enough points though. They're doing alright for points, but they're just not surviving. They gotta clear this. They gotta clear this now. They're not focused on the one that's attacking. They gotta get rid of it. Uh-oh. If they could just get to the suns that's coming up. That's the only chance. I don't know if they know what those do. I would think they would have put it together because they've used one already. Damn, that was close. I wish they would have used that. That would have probably done it too. It would have probably given them a shit ton of points. Just so many. Lorac's getting zooped. Chaos Defrost is wrapping up pretty quickly here. There is a bonus area that they have to play also. Well, that's the thing about Zoop is if the wrong color is blocking, like the red blocking the blue on the right now, you can do what Loracia just did and switch it out. Like you can take care of that. You can easily trade in to fix that. That has to be done. That's mandatory. That's just the way this game works. You've got to trade in the bad pieces to keep going. Even if you're not after points, even if you just want to make rows, you still have to. Looks like they're getting the hang of it now. They're getting a lot of big points. It's gonna be hard to catch up on Pooh's quest here, though. The tech you're missing is when you use a green to take out the green, you can switch the purple back in the case you presented there. You use a green to take out the green and it becomes purple. You can just use it again on the same line and the green becomes purple and you'll have the green in your hand again. And the purples there will just be 3 purples. You've done it. You fixed the line. Loracia is ignoring. I don't know. They need to go onto the one that's in front. Maybe they don't see it. They're going to die any second now. They gotta take that out. There you go. Really hesitating on that. It's making me nervous. Thing's sitting there. It doesn't sit there long. They have like 12 movements or whatever until it happens. They're getting zooped. They've been zooped. They're not keeping up. It's too fast. They're so close. They're like 70% of the way there. They really need to get a handle on the mechanics. What do you think of Zoop's music? Genesis piano. That honeypot that Chaos just found at the start of this level really sucks. It happened to me too. We had to navigate the entire stage to find that sucker. And I had to find out about Super Jump. I've noticed that you don't get 5,000 points unless it's touching the wall, even on the sides. So on the verticals, where there's only 4, they're worth more points than on the left and right. It takes more effort to get 5,000 out of those. That's what I've noticed. And I think a safe strategy would be to farm points off the top and bottom because of that, and kill the sides. I believe Chaos Defrost is on the final stage of this challenge pack. It's quite a lead. It all came from Zoop. The Willow lead was disrupted. Oh, they didn't catch it. I don't know how long they've been on Zoop. It can't be that long. It hasn't been 20 minutes yet. But it's getting close. I feel like 15 minutes probably. They gotta know they're in trouble. Nothing to be done about it though. They might not see who's Honey Safari. They might not make it. I think if you were really good at Zoop, and you were given this challenge to get 40,000 and some change points, that's 8 full lines. You could do that almost already if you focused on stacking lines of color. If you understood how that worked, I feel like Loracia could already be winning in this game when that just restarted in like a minute. You could probably get that score in a solid minute if you knew exactly how to do it. Chaos Defrost is done. They found honey pots. That's nice. Turns out that Zoop was the killer game in this pack. I didn't think it would be. My score was it was just high enough that you have to understand the mechanics, and Loracia is still struggling with them, so they weren't able to clear it. I'm watching them zoop. Watch them zoop now. See if that zooping happens. Look at that big score they just got. Yeah, that's the way to do it for sure. I don't think I've ever seen Loracia attack the same line twice. Just instantly put it back. It works. It works wonders. I feel like that's a very important thing to do, and that's why they're having such a hard time. You can destroy a thing and then put it right back to the color that you had before, and that gives you a lot of control. If you want to do that, and I feel like you have to sometimes, and since they don't seem to want to do that, they're having a hard time controlling the field. I'm seeing if they're gonna pull this challenge off here. They're close. They're close as you can get almost here. It's 2,000 points to go. That's it. Loracia's finally beaten Zoop. All right, nice. Zoop has been conquered. A solid 48,000. Let's see if the players have anything to say about these video games. Hello. Congratulations, hey. Chaos Defrost, for zooping better. Loracia,
how on earth do I know how to play Zoop? Why?
Loracia having Zoop troubles? You got it figured out at the end, it looked like.
Yeah.
I did not expect that game to be the shutdown. I thought Willow would be, but both of you got that done pretty quick.
Yeah, you just gotta despawn the enemies. It's better to not fight them because the sword is large, it's heavy, you don't know how to swing it. Better to just, run away from everything.
There's a lot of killing involved before you get good at fighting. A lot of grinding.
Yeah. And you don't have Val Kilmer to save your ass.
I don't know if he's in there or not. I don't know if he shows up in this game.
You know, I've beaten the game. I don't recall him actually being there as a combatant.
No Val Kilmer. Who else is in that movie?
I think he's there. I don't know. My brain is kind of conflating it with the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves movie.
I thought we were going to say Zoop. It was conflating it with Zoop.
Zoop.
There's a big strategy. Well, first of all, I'll tell you, the optimal way to Zoop, to get 1,000,000 points real quick, is to just let the top and bottom fill up with the same color. Control the color so that it lines up that way, and you do that by trading in all the time and not clearing those. The left and right aren't worth as many points, so you have to work harder. But the top and bottom, if you let the rows fill up, you get 5 grand. And since you only needed 40,000 points, you could let that happen and have that score in a minute flat. Just instantly, just have it. And it wouldn't be too hard. You do have to understand exactly how to do it, though, and that takes a while. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird game.
Yeah, the game does not make a lot of intuitive sense.
Definitely the weirdest thing about it is that you lose the color that you use when you attack a line, and you can just re-attack that same line to get it back, and that's really, knowing that helps trade in a lot of control. Attacking the same line twice. It works.
I think even at the end there I struggled with things because of that.
Well, Chaos, have you played Zoop before, or did you just get lucky on Zoop?
I rented it as a kid. I played it for about 30 minutes, went, what the heck is this mess? And, yeah, that's my extent of Zoop. I don't understand why I was able to do that first try, honestly.
Well,
like, I don't know. I just reacted to everything. It was just throwing things around, and eventually I got there.
It's possible. I don't know if the stars give you full points or not, but they clear a whole line, too. You can get some points off those. They start to show up.
I mean, part of it's just surviving, too. I mean, if you can survive long enough, you'll get to 42,000 eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened my last time there. Got to 48K.
It gets pretty fast.
Yeah. It gets very fast.
Well, you didn't get to play Pooh and Tigger's Honey Safari. Not too much missed there. It's just a...
Yeah, the start button was not working for me even though I'd loaded it up.
Well,
it's just a maze. It's just a very basic maze collectathon game.
Yep.
Nothing too difficult.
With a big jump. It's just slightly better Tarzan. We had that on last week, and it's just that again. Well, hey.
Ah.
That was a nice race.
I guess the big thing for the Pooh and Tigger's Honey Safari game is by using long jumps, you can go faster than walking just by jumping all over the place. That's the game.
Well, that is the character you are playing.
Yeah.
Well, Loracia, you made it real far in my tournament. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, a lot farther than I anticipated making.
Chaos Frost, congratulations on winning. You'll be playing against one of 4 people. I don't know who yet. It'll be Somnally Paranoid, Extreme Zero, Zero Chan, or Subwoofers Ice Cream eventually.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've made it this far, but I'm looking forward to any of those matches.
You're in the quarterfinals now. The real stuff.
Yeah, none of those are going to be easy at all. Jeez. I don't know how I made it this far, honestly. But
By zooping, for one.
yeah, by zooping, exactly.
This is a fun verb. Well, that's it for me. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Arcade Pit. Have a good one.
All right. See you around, Smite.
See ya.
And good game, Loracia.
Good game.
We'll pull you over to Big John. He is doing a link to the past race. That sounds fun. Have a good one, everybody.